Is Israel Adesanya ducking a trilogy match with Alex Pereira? My opinion, yes, he is. It's kind of obvious in my opinion, but there's going to be people, his fanboys are going to be saying, well, he already beat Alex, why would he need to do it again? He did it probably really brutally. He did KO him really badly in the second round. But here's the thing, and this is just an obvious thing, and I don't know why I even have to say it. Alex has beaten him once in MMA, which is kind of all it counts right now, but then 2 bouts in kickboxing as well. One by decision, and then other by KO. So I don't really know why this one win that Izzy has negates all that. And he literally was being offered a free title shot. That's really rare, and there probably have been people that would have been upset by you getting a title shot despite coming off a loss down a weight class. You lost at middleweight, you lost to Sean Strickland, who Sean Strickland took the fight at, I don't know, he wasn't even top 5 in the rankings yet, and on short notice, so he beat you. It would be a long shot for you to get a title shot, and then Alex wins, and he offers you the title shot, and you turn it down. Not only does he turn it down, he basically gives it to Jamahal Hill. And yes, I do think Jamahal Hill should get the title shot, because Yuri got a title shot after coming back because he vacated the belt due to injury, and so did Jamahal Hill. So, you should keep it. And I like Jamahal Hill. He seems like a pretty fun guy. His beef with Ariel is pretty entertaining, and I do agree with Jamal on a lot of that stuff. There's just a lot of that, but why would if this is a selfish sport? Izzy should be yes, let's fight up a weight class. Let's go. Let's fight, because that's a chance of you to do what you tried to do before against Jan Blachowicz, who Alex Pereira has beaten, in my opinion. And I'm not trying to disparage Izzy, maybe a little bit. I think he is scared of Alex Pereira. And let me start with this. Who isn't? Name one person who's not afraid of this guy right now, at least a little bit. And I don't mean cowering in fear or anything, but that's not a guy you really want to fight, because in the short period of time that this guy's been in MMA, he's now a 2-division champion. He's beaten Israel Adesanya, he's beaten Jan Blachowicz, he's beaten Sean Strickland, he's beaten Yuri Prohaska. Just a bunch of these guys, and I think he might beat Jamahal Hill. I also think Jamahal Hill might also beat him, because there's just so much unpredictability with it, and that's kind of why it's exciting. This dude is scary. This guy cuts a lot of weight. He was cutting a shit ton of weight just to get down to freaking middleweight. He's giant. He's 6'4". This guy with crazy knockout power. His left hook is really good. His leg kicks are untelegraphed. They're powerful. They just will cut you down. It's crazy. I don't blame people for being scared of him, but at the same time, you got to take risks in MMA if you want to have that legacy, if you want to do good. Why would you? And Israel Adesanya, his main defense is I'm going to earn my title shot. Okay, that's a really good excuse, I guess, but it just doesn't make sense. And I'm and it wouldn't be that bad if this guy wasn't literally doing what he was claiming that Alex Pereira would be doing, where people were trying to find, back when Izzy hadn't really lost in MMA. I think he might have lost to Jan at that point, but people were trying to find him. They're oh shit, this guy's lost twice to this glory kickboxer. Oh shit, and he got knocked out. That's his only TKO knockout loss he has in any of his combat sports, in boxing and kickboxing, MMA. And he's oh, this guy's gonna be talking about me at a bar going, oh, I beat that guy one time. That's what he's doing now. He's now being the guy who's yeah, well, I beat him. And Alex Pereira, he calls out Izzy, and Izzy responds with his cringe meme of the let it go, and then he shows him getting knocked out, which bro, you want to show the other year 3 losses that you have to him? You want to show you getting dropped by Sean Strickland, you getting stricken by Jan Blachowicz? You want to show that, man? I don't know where this guy's getting this ego from. Bro, you lost to Sean Strickland on short notice. But then, yeah, Sean Strickland's a lot better than we thought he was. But this was supposed to be a fight that Izzy was supposed to win. It's supposed to be a free title defense. Add to your legacy at that. And you lose that. And now you're oh, yeah, I'm going to fight in 2027. And Alex Pereira, I know it didn't get translated properly, but he was basically oh, it'd be a real waste for Izzy to wait that long to fight. Come with that. I'm going to do what I'm gonna give you a title shot with that. He's being nice about it, and you're trying to shit on him about that. The meanest thing, I'm using quotation marks heavily, that he said was, "Come to daddy," which, yeah, he does own you. I hope you realize that, because, yeah, you have the last one, you won the last fight, but this dude beats you 3 other times. You guys are 3-1, and you won't fight him up a weight class where he's the champion and you are no longer. And he doesn't want Alex to have any, like, power over, like, negotiations or any of that, because, you know, Israel Adesanya has to be the cool guy, which he is not in the slightest. This guy's, like, one of the least cool people in the UFC right now, and it's just really sad right now with how Izzy's handling his career and all that stuff. And do I think Izzy's going to wait till 2027? No. And if he does, then he's a fucking idiot, if I'm being honest, and I think everyone agrees. If I was Izzy, I would have taken the Alex Pereira fight, because yes, there is a chance you lose. There's also a chance that if you win, do you know how crazy that adds to your legacy of you've now become a 2-division champion? Not simultaneously, but 2-division champion, something very few fighters get to do. You are in the same boat as John Jones, as GSP, Henry Cejudo, Amanda Nunes, Conor McGregor, I'm trying to think who else has done it. Randy Couture, that's a guy who's done it. DC, Daniel Cormier, I'm trying to think who else, and Alex Pereira, obviously. But do you know how big of a legacy that'd be to have? That's something you get to add to it. That gets immortalized. That would be something you get remembered for, and it's against a guy who's probably even more scary at light heavyweight, and has beaten a guy that you couldn't beat, that you lost to, in Jan. So I think he should have taken the fight when he was getting offered. But it's weird now, because he's platforming Jamahal Hill, trying to build him up. I think he's trying to do what Alex Pereira was doing for Sean Strickland, where he was training him. Now, I think people are forgetting the fact that Alex is training with Strickland, I believe, slightly after the Imavov fight, which was like after he had lost like 2 fights in a row, once to Alex and once to Cannonier. So he was training with that. I don't think anyone really thought that Strickland was going to be fighting Izzy anytime soon, so that part didn't really make any sense. But, you know, it just kind of added to it, because I think he was still training with him when he beat Abus Magomedov and then beats Israel Adesanya. So the narrative just kind of stuck that he trained him specifically for that. So now I think he might be trying to do a similar thing for Jamahal Hill, which, I mean, it's kind of funny. I won't even lie, that is kind of funny. But it's weird, because he's letting another man take a title shot that he's being offered. And yes, I do agree that I think oh my God, Jamahal Hill should get the title shot, because, I mean, it just makes sense with that. But if you're offered a title shot, take the fucking title shot, man. Like, do you know how many fighters don't ever get a title shot, let alone how many you've been granted? I mean, yeah, you got interim title shot, you got 2 undisputed title shots. Dana White was trying heavily to get you a rematch with Sean Strickland, which was undeserved, because you were only on a 1-fight win streak when you lost Sean Strickland. You did not deserve that title shot. Now you're being offered a light heavyweight title shot. And if you would have said yes, I'm pretty sure Dana would have been happy with that. I know he was saying, like, well, I think it should be Jamahal Hill with that. Well, I think he was also aware of the backlash he would get for saying that, based on how the last time he tried that was. But I think if he asked for it, it would have happened, is my honest opinion. So I don't get why he's turning down the title shot, because so many people don't get it. Cub Swanson was on a crazy win streak. He never got a title shot. A bunch of these guys never get title shots with that, and I think if you're offered it, take it. So I'm saying that's what Sean Strickland did. That he did yours on short notice, and he beat you. If he wouldn't have done that, he wouldn't be champion right now. He probably would be 2-3 fights away from a title shot, because he had only beaten, in his win streak, was Nasruddin Imavov, who's only in the top 15, and then Abus Magomedov, who was 1-0 in the UFC at the point, is 1-2 now. So he was not near a title shot at that point. So I think he should have taken the fight. I think he just kind of fumbled it a bit. And I don't know. Does he return? I think he might return at UFC 300, maybe against Khamzat Chimaev. I don't know, but I feel like he's going to have this downfall now, because he can't accept that when he loses, and now he won't even accept title shots and will cling on to a victory that he has, because it's probably the only time he would win. Yes, I do think Alex Pereira would beat him at light heavyweight because he isn't draining himself completely to get to middleweight. But yeah, no, that's about it. I just kind of need to give my thoughts on that because it was really annoying me just to hear it and see it everywhere. But bye.